If you want to have your animal be healthy, it's important to make sure that you're providing them healthy food. So just like for yourself, you're going to want to look at it, check it, and make sure that everything looks good and that you're not feeding them something that would end up causing them illness or harm. There's a couple of different ways that you can get illness coming out of animal feed. It's direct illness through a pathogen. It could be indirect through a toxin that is created by some type of pathogen or fungal agent, or it could be the minerals that are fed to them and they cannot handle that in their systems. An example of that would be in sheep. Sheep cannot handle as much copper as, say, cattle. And so if you have added copper put into a feed, that can cause illness within the sheep, but if you gave it to cattle, the cattle would be able to handle it just fine. Pathogens, these bacteria, these bad bacteria that end up on feed, they produce some type of toxin or something that is not compatible with the body, and then it causes the illness. Some other ones that we have, there's mycotoxins out there. Those are usually fungal, and the toxin is produced and it just lays on the surface of the feed, and then when the animal consumes it, it causes gut reactions oftentimes. As far as feed storage goes, it's put into packaging, and you want to keep that packaging the same way as when it came to you. Yes, you're going to open it up, but if you've got a dry food inside, you're going to want to keep that packaging closed up so that it keeps it dry and you're not adding in extra moisture. One of the things about our system of producing animal food, especially for pets, is that the conditions that the food is packaged in is the optimal conditions for helping that food stay fresh for a long period of time. And so if you promote those type of conditions after you've opened it, your food will remain fresh over a long period. Some of the things, like when you open up a can of dog food, you're going to want to put it into the refrigerator because it's just like any other canned good. As long as that can is closed and sealed, it reduces the growth of bacteria. Whereas once you've opened it up, then you're introducing bacteria into that, and that can end up growing. And then you want to use it fairly quickly so that you don't end up having bacterial growth take over and in such a way that it ends up and being harmful to your animal. Well, the last thing that you need to do or keep in mind is that when you've got animal food, you don't always know where it's been or where it's come from. And some things in particular that I think of as I've been doing feed for the last few years has been the chews, the pig ears and that kind of thing. We had a case not long ago where we connected handling of pig ears, giving them to their pets, to a salmonella outbreak in people. And the pets weren't getting sick because it wasn't a particular serotype that would affect the animals, but their owners were getting sick. So remember, as you feed your pet and as you get done opening and putting the food into their dish or their bowl, or if you're handing them off a pet treat, go and wash your hands, because you don't know what types of bacteria or things might be on there, and you want to make sure that you don't cause yourself illness. If you believe that your animal's food has been contaminated, the best thing to do is to stop feeding it. And then if you think that it is indeed caused by the food itself, a good idea would be to go talk to your vet and see if you can get, if the vet can figure out what exactly is the causal agent. There are times where we've had complaints come in and there was no connection that we could find to the feed, and that's where a vet would be able to help you out. But if you find something that does look like it's pointing toward the animal food, by all means call the department and register a complaint, and we do go out or come out and we will discuss the situation, and we will also investigate whether or not that particular food may or may not have been a causal agent in your animal's illness.